absolutely do. I can't wait till we take you through this. It's got a big jumbo gold lobster claw. I mean, you're talking 40 inches, girls. You can wrap that twice. You can do anything you want with it. We're gonna get layered for Valentine's Day and show you all about it soon.
Guys, we only have 1,000 of those. It is a reorder since it's sold out. I actually grabbed one of the necklaces, the black spinel and pearl version, to go back to this watch. If there's one thing Carol will tell you, it is how much I pester her in terms of bringing in a beautiful... She has such a gorgeous collection of watches. This is the Stingray watch. It comes with a lifetime limited warranty.
Yes.
It is Swiss makings on the inside. It is spectacular. If you would like to own a Carol Brodie watch, we have this available for 150 folks. It appraised at $1,000. Of course, it's genuine Stingray. It's $329. Carol, I have seen you wear this for many years. It is a watch of distinction, there can be no doubt.
It is a great, amazing signature. So when I talk about a signature, did you ever notice, because I do, I'm not gonna lie, like when I go on a date, I go on a lot of dates, by the way. So when I go on a date and a gentleman comes to pick me up, I'm not gonna lie, you know, after I see if they've got a warm heart and beautiful eyes and a nice smile and good teeth, you know, like kind of like when you get a dog, the next thing I look at, I look at their watch. For women, for my friends, for men, because a watch tells a lot about your story. It doesn't just tell time. The way that we choose our watches, you know, some people you can tell their personality because they wear a tech watch. And some people, they wear, you know, a watch that's maybe rubber. This is the real deal. Let me tell you what we're dealing with here. We're talking about genuine Stingray. This is an Art Deco timepiece. It is Swiss made, Swiss parts, Swiss movement. What does that mean? It means that the finest jewelry houses in the world, whether you're talking about Rolex or Patek Philippe or Audemars Piguet or Cartier, or all of those brands, those are Swiss-made watches. Everybody I know in the world of affordable timepieces, which I'm gonna say $1,000 or less, makes their watches in China. I don't. I make my watches, they are Swiss made because I want the finest, most precision timing. You know what else I want? I want a strap that is indestructible. So not only is Stingray absolutely the hallmark of the 1930s Art Deco period, it is an indestructible natural material. So if I were to light Stingray, if I were to take this watch right now, if HSN would let me, and I would light the strap on fire, it wouldn't burn. It is indestructible. And then now, when we're talking about indestructible, let's just talk about the sapphire crystal face. Does not scratch. It is in, these are materials that are all natural. Sapphire is the second hardest gemstone in the world next to a diamond. Speaking of diamonds, how about all of this diamond sparkle on this watch? That diamond sparkle is all hand diamond cut white zircon from God's earth, from the same mines where we are procuring our finest white diamonds. We are procuring our finest white zircon. And don't forget the large numbers, because I don't know about all of you, but from the time I turned 45 yesterday, okay, fine, maybe a few years ago, I lost my near vision. I don't have near vision. I wear like a reader over a reader. So now you've got great, big, beautiful Art Deco numbers. You've got to sweep secondhand. You know, it's interesting. One of my friends who had bought this watch said, my Facebook friend actually, so then it makes us even better friends because we talk every day on Facebook, told me that she's a nurse and she's constantly taking people's temperature and she's doing medications and she's taking people's pulse. She loves having that sweep second hand. She loves the fact that this has a deployment buckle. Now, I want to share something with you. A deployment buckle is a very expensive buckle that we use on this timepiece. Adam's going to show it to you. When you first get this watch, you're going to have to put the deployment buckle on yourself. I don't want you to get nervous. You're just gonna go and you're gonna Google how to put on a deployment buckle, because it takes literally 25 seconds if you watch a video. I did it myself, and I'm not gonna lie to you. It took me 50 seconds, not 25. In any case, this is that watch. You've got a crown on this watch. There's nothing about this timepiece, from the fact that it's Swiss made, it's Swiss gold plated or stainless steel. It's got an indestructible Stingray wrap. It's got rhodium, which is platinum plating over every zircon. It has the largest readable numbers you're going to find on a Swiss timepiece, even without your readers. You are going to get a timepiece that dresses up your jeans and your tanks, that you can stack and layer, that you can invest in. This is an investment.
We only have right now 70 in each option. If you want the gold, that is the most limited between the two. I appreciate that these are not mass produced.
No, not at all.
I appreciate that this is a Carol Brodie original timepiece that is only available to a very limited number of people, so that when you wear this on that evening out, on that cruise, for that special occasion, you feel $1 million. When Carol talked about the Swiss movement, she meant it. When she talked about the mineral crystal glass, it is. When she mentioned the lifetime.
This is the most important thing that I can give anybody is a lifetime warranty on the movement. Nobody